Yeah. So, we're going to start off this video with some positivity. So, this morning was cardio. I actually did a video that I should have. I totally should have, but I erased it already. I'm sorry. So on Instagram only, not on Facebook, I made this video about me. Like, it was literally like a reverse crunch that I did 3 times. And then I stood up and I started dancing, and then I went over to the stair mill and I started dancing again. And the post was literally just about music is energy. And it was talking about how, you know, I had a rough night the night before with sleep. I actually went to bed a little bit later. I woke up and, you know, I was just feeling a little bit tired. But I had remembered that I downloaded 6 new songs, one that was insanely, hyper happy. And I put that song on repeat, and it was on the video. So, like, you can go to Instagram and look at what I posted on the 26th. No, today's the 27th. So on the 27th in the morning, and that was it. That was, like, my cardio. That was actually yesterday. That was my cardio for yesterday. So, like, it was all about music is energy. And if you're not on my Instagram, go to JENNAGUIRRE7877. That. Then I decided this morning. So I'm like, I'm really excited. When I do my cardio, you guys have seen it a million times. I got my headphones and then my Beats on top. So I watch Hulu, and Hulu has commercials. So whenever there's a commercial, I lower the volume on my phone and I listen to my music. And then, but that day there happened to not be anything. So I listened to that the whole entire time. So, today, I was so excited because there was like 2 voices that I haven't watched yet. There was, there's, I think, an Empire, and then there's a Scandal, maybe. So, like, there was all of a sudden, like, a whole lot of shows. So, I wanted to give you guys a tip, and I always talk about this. Interval style of cardio is the best cardio to build high intensity, HIIT, what they call it. So doing a minute low, a minute high, 2 minutes low, 45 seconds high, whatever it is on any piece of equipment or on no equipment. So today, and even though I was excited about watching The Voice, because I love that show, you need to, like, mentally try to psych yourself out to get through cardio. So even though I was watching The Voice, I have to do 35 minutes of cardio. So that was, like, one of the things that changed 2 weeks ago, is that I do 5 more minutes of cardio in the morning. In the last video, I did talk about one of the things that I messed up on, because it's exercises before and then cardio, and what I messed up on only for 1 week is every other day I'm supposed to be doing these exercises, and then every other day I'm supposed to do my cardio. So what I messed up on is it's the exercises and cardio, and then it's the cardio. But I was thinking it was the exercises only. So, I messed up. There were like 3 days that I didn't do cardio in the morning, but I still had done it later on in the day for my regular day. So basically then, what happened was, in reference to today, I'm doing 35 minutes of cardio, and as I'm in the middle of the workout, I'm thinking to myself that, okay, I gotta get through the next minute, and I've done that a bunch of times. I've done little videos for you guys. So what I want you to think of, the next time you have cardio, whatever it is, and I give my clients calorie burn goals, so my coach doesn't give me a calorie burn goal, he gives me a duration of it, and then I make sure that I keep my heart rates in the zones that I want them. I actually asked him, does he have a recommendation? Does he want me to do a certain heart rate? And I told him what my resting heart rate was, and he gave me numbers, and I keep it above there anyway. I was just confirming. So let's just say if you have a calorie burn goal that you want to get to, per heart rate monitor, I only recommend doing cardio with a calorie burn goal with the heart rate monitors. All machines overestimate, and when you're not on a machine, you don't know. So if you're trying to be at a caloric deficit, then you want to give yourself a calorie burn that you have to get to, and make sure that you're doing quality cardio, so your heart rate is elevated above the formula that I've done for you guys. So just in case, 220 minus your age, minus your resting heart rate, then times 0.65 plus your resting heart rate, and then that's your number. So that's how you know what your cardio should be. And then I teach clients to do high intensity interval cardio. So you don't let your heart rate drop below that low number, and you try to get a 15 to 20 beat spread. So if your number is 140, your average on your workout should be 145, and you should try to get your max to 160, 165. So a 15 to 20 beat spread. You can sometimes get it bigger. There are times that mine will be like 155 or 160, and I'll get it up to 190, 195. So, and I don't always wear my heart rate monitor, but whatever. So my thought process is, I mean, I have to do time. So I'm going for 35 minutes. And then after my leg day, I do another round. And after my upper body day, I do another round. On my other days that I don't do training, I don't do a second round of cardio. Thank goodness. So, so what I do, and this is a little tip for you, is when doing intervals, psychologically, it helps you get through the cardio if you're thinking, I got to get to the next minute. But what I think is, I don't have 35 minutes of cardio, I have 17 minutes of high zones. So mentally, that makes me feel better. When I look at the stairs and I see that I have 10 more minutes left, in my mind, I really only have 5 more minutes of high zones. Not saying my low zones are easy, because they're so not easy. They're just not as high as the high zone. So I always find the positive. So I only have 5 more times where I have to go banana sandwich, and then the other times are like a positive thing where I get to not go as ham. So that is a little fun fact for you. While I was in the middle of it, I started to think about how I had more cardio later, because I was thinking, okay, good thing I have 1 more episode. So then I started thinking about the future. So another thing that I always teach clients to do, if you have the time, whether you're doing training and cardio, I always recommend to separate them, but if you can't for schedule-wise, then yes, you do them back-to-back. I never recommend doing cardio first and then training on an empty stomach. No, it's always cardio post-training, because you need fuel for your training. So I'm educating you guys a little bit now. So you want to make sure that when you're doing your cardio, or I'm sorry, I was getting a little off track. So a little fun fact for you is, psychologically, if you can get your cardio over with in the morning, fasted cardio is always best for burning quality fat calories. But besides that, it's also for the quality of the day and for the mindset. So whether it's a training day and you're gonna get more training in later, then you don't have to worry about doing cardio afterwards, or whether you're gonna do it all in the morning and you have the time to do it in the morning, workout and all, like training and cardio, if that's all you have is your morning time because you work late and then you have kids and all that other stuff. The quality of life. So instead of thinking about like getting that over with then. Now, right now I'm using myself as an example, but I'm not a good example because, you know, I don't want my clients doing double days. I don't want them working out 2-3 times a day. So I'm just using the fact that what I did this morning as an example for you guys. So if you get your cardio over with in the morning, then you have less to do later. If you get your cardio and training over with in the morning back to back, if you have the time and you do your training first and then your cardio, then that would be good. If you're going to do your training in the middle of the day and your cardio first thing in the morning, you're going to do it on your lunch break, that would be good. But the big thing here that I always like to teach people about, let's say it's a cardio only day, is don't save it. Don't say, oh, I'm going to snooze and I'm going to go to sleep and then I'll go after work. Psychologically, knowing that you have to do it later is something that's exhausting. So like with me, for a moment, I started thinking about, oh my God, I still have post-cardio. And then I felt like I would lose the quality of the day. Like I finish my cardio, I'd be proud. I get in my 2 meals, then I get in my legs, and then I deal with doing my cardio later. But let's just say if I wasn't, I wouldn't snooze and say I have the time later to do cardio. If I wasn't prepping, if this was just my normal life, and today was not a leg day, it was a cardio only day, I did have time later on in the day when the kids are asleep after training clients, when the kids are at school or daycare or whatever, I still would want to get my cardio over with because it improves the quality of the day. Number 1, you release those happy hormones, you got it over with. And then number 2, you're not stressing about what you need to do afterwards. So you don't want to be stressed out about how much time you have to be in the gym or having to do things later because you didn't get up early. You got to make it a routine. That's the biggest thing. And then those little helpful tips of me helping you mentally get through your interval cardio about thinking about it different. So I hope these little tips helped, sharing my experience, whether it's my personal experience right now with this particular show, but using this as an example. And now from that, what I did was, as soon as I realized what I was doing, I checked myself and I said, okay, stop. Like, just, okay, you're done with this cardio and you'll deal with that cardio later. But now you have a leg workout, your favorite day. So enjoy it, good vibes only, and that's it. So, super excited to do legs. Ah. Okay, so I am downstairs. I just finished cardio. So I just want to give you an update that it totally worked when I started this. So remember, on leg days, I have to do 20 minutes of cardio. So what I thought is that I only have 10 minutes of high zones. Totally worked. Totally not mentally exhausted. And now I'm done. I'm gonna go answer emails, and then I do have a few errands, and then pick up Koa. No, take a shower. No shower. I have time to take a shower. I'm gonna eat in the car, then answer some emails, then pick up Koa, then take him to Kumon, then come home, do homework in the car in between Kumon, and then go back to the studio, train clients, and then that's it. So overall good day. I have one phone interview to do. I have a new client, but we don't have to do anything. I'm waiting to get her text message later on tonight or tomorrow. She's gonna buy the heart rate monitor, so whatever. Music, and as you can see, watching The Voice. So I started the new one, but whatever. I'm done. That's it. I'm done working out for today. I have another quick update. It is Friday, and I just sent my coach my updated pictures, and he didn't even respond to the email. He just sent me a text message saying that I'm effing on point. So I am so excited. I feel fantastic. I have my music on. I have my new favorite song, which I'll probably put in a video. And today is ISO back, isolation back, and then some lateral raises, and then working on them delts. Oh snap, what? And then buys and tries, and then 30 minutes of cardio, and I saved the last episode, which I think is like 30 more minutes, which is perfect, of the Voice, and then I'll practice some posing, and then I have a lot of errands to run, and then I actually have a little bit of downtime today. And then I pick up the baby, who is my heart and my soul, and then Christian's picking up Koa, and he's gonna surprise him and take him to the movies because he's been doing so good today in everything. My husband posted a picture of my son holding his medal and you guys saw from the last video, and he said this kid had a virus and he was throwing up on Saturday, played in 2 soccer games. In between the soccer games is when he got sick. The first soccer game he scored a goal, and then on Sunday he had a fight even after throwing up on Saturday night, and he technically, according to the scorecards, won, but they do raise both the kids' hands. And then I had to share it and say the most proudest moment that I have is, yes, it's about all those things. My son is an athlete, which is, I love that, but the more proud things that I have are the prouder things I'm prouder of is the fact that he's doing great academically. He is still making time for his schoolwork. We are still, and we actually moved one of his days around so that we don't have to rush and there's no anxiety on Thursdays. So instead of him going to soccer, he's going to go to boxing because soccer's a little bit earlier. So he still does his Kumon. He does his homework. His homework is super flowing. He's loving school. He's coming home from school and grabbing books and like reading to us in the kitchen. And those are the things that are important to me. So I am feeling overall good all around. Because I'm feeling so good, I just want to publicly, and I'm going to do it again when we get closer to the show, but like for my husband, for his support. Meanwhile, I really feel like not a lot has changed, this particular show. And, you know, we haven't really had to compromise anything. I haven't had to ask him, can you watch the kids at night while I go do my cardio? No, nothing's really interfering with us. But I still want to thank him because he's amazing. And I want to thank my coach, John Casalina, and I want to thank Tennille Ray, who is my posing coach, who I do Skype appointments with her. And that's it. And I know, and Kenny over at Max Muscle, because I'm doing tans over there. I'm doing my tanning with him. And then my suit, I thank you, Kenny. Who's going to also be in Walnut Creek. Okay, now I'm getting really, really hyper and really excited, so I just want to go in and do my workout and then just get to enjoy my Friday. So I love you guys, super happy. I also know when my peak week starts, what my last workout, well, not my last workout day is, but what my last leg day is, to really make my legs pop. I'm so excited to see what they're going to look like next week. Already excited with what my pictures look like when I sent them to him. Okay, now I'm done. And I have a new motivational video that's not going to be part of this. It's going to be separate, that one of my clients asked me to do, that I think every single person can benefit from. So I'm so excited about doing that. So I love you guys. You can't see it. The lighting is so good in my car, but the only thing that I'm feeling is my eyes. They're a little drawn. I could tell my face is, but I'm happy. Okay, I'm sitting in front of the coffee shop. It's Saturday. I am on my way to the studio for my crazy 90-minute workout. Just dropped off the baby at my mother-in-law's house. Really unusual schedule today. My son Kikoa, and there's a reason for this. My son Kikoa has a game all the way out in Castro Valley, and it starts at, what, 7:30 or something like that, and they have to be there like 45 minutes before the game starts. So my husband and my son had to leave the house at 6:30 this morning. So after I was done, and my son knows this, we always let him know what his plan is. I swear to you, this is so true. We always let him know what his plan is for the next day. Like the next day I find out from Christian, like on a regular weekday, I find out from Christian what Koa's next day is, so that in the morning I tell him what the game plan is for the day, and then he knows when he gets picked up from school if he can play or not play, how much time he has to play. So yesterday he knew what his game plan was for today. So today he had to wake up super early, and then he had to go to a soccer game, and then after the soccer game he's going to a seminar, which he actually asked to go to. He was at Muay Thai on Thursday, and they're doing a seminar today, and he asked if he can go to it. So right after a soccer game, and he got all of his clothes, I totally should have videotaped it, he got his soccer and his boxing clothes all set up right next to his bag, ready to leave the house tomorrow. So, then what happened was he's going to go straight from the soccer game to the seminar. My husband's going to hang out there, and then they'll be home. I think the seminar ends at like 3 o'clock, so they're going to be gone all day. So my mother-in-law is watching the baby now. I messaged her yesterday, and she's going to watch him from like 7:45 until 11. I'm done with session. Hour and a half session, then hang out for a little bit, do a couple people's weigh-ins, and then go pick him up at like 11 o'clock. So, last night, we were talking about the next day. So, my son, okay, so we, in the morning, we have to get in our happy hormones. He's doing his happy hormones by getting in all of his workouts, but he likes his downtime. So, he said, and on the mornings during school, he knows he doesn't get to watch TV. But on the weekends, that's his time that he gets to chill and just watch TV. So, this weekend, so he literally said, when am I going to get to watch my TV? I want my time to watch SpongeBob or whatever it was. So I said, okay, here's the deal. It takes him 20 minutes to get ready in the morning with me during the week. So I said, if you guys have to leave at 6:30, that means you have to start getting ready at 6:10. And if you want 20 minutes to watch TV, that means you have to get up at 5:50, 5:40 if you want to get a half an hour in. And he said, done. Okay, Mom. So I finished doing my food logs at 5 o'clock. And then at like 5:30, I woke him up and I said, and I actually, between 5 and 5:30, I made his breakfast so he would be ready to eat that in the car. I made him a snack too. I gave him an apple and a string cheese, and I put the bag by the front door. I left it open so that it can kind of cool off. He doesn't like it super hot, whatever. And so I said to him, do you want to eat your breakfast now or do you want to eat it in the car? I woke him up at 5:30 and I said, okay, if you get up now, you have about a half an hour, 40 minutes to watch cartoons. Do you want to get up now? And we both went to bed at 9 o'clock. So the usual thing. And he said yes. So this is literally just an example about even my kid, about setting up for success the night before so that we don't have to rush in the morning, so that there's no anxiety. I don't want my son having anxiety. And then about getting in, like he knows he's going to make a little sacrifice instead of getting to sleep until 6:30 or 6 whatever, and then get up and have to get ready to go to his game early. He wanted to wake up even earlier so he can get his downtime. So just like us, we should get our food and everything set up ahead of time. Then we have to be at work at a certain time, so we have to get up earlier to get in our workout. Just wanted to tell you that story. I hope you guys liked it. I gotta bounce. Got my black coffee with a little bit of Splenda, and now I'm about to go deliver the heat. Say good morning. Oh, what? Say good morning. I'm here. Hey, Hulk. Say good morning. Want to brush your teeth? Are you mesmerized by yourself? Look, our hair looks the same. All right, we're going to get ready now. Mwah. Okay, so I'm really quickly, SENEGENC lip sense. So the reason why I wanted to tell you that before I started driving, because I was at a red light. So status update, today is Monday. I am wearing the world's most fabulous lipstick. One of my clients works for the company, and it's a stay on all day, anywhere from 4 to 16 hours. I know that's a pretty big range, but I think it depends on the person. Yesterday, I put it on in the morning before my son's soccer game, and I think I had to like reapply a little bit before an event, and then lip gloss, and then that was it. Like, that bad boy was on until I got ready for bed at like 7 o'clock. It was still kind of there. Now, the point of today is because I always, the day before, I always make my next day's post because I like to write a lot of stuff. And I took the picture this morning, but this morning I already had posted something about not caring about what anybody else thinks, and if you have a goal. I posted a back video that I am not putting in here. You know, there are a lot of people that aren't going to agree with your goals, and you just have to stay true to who you are and what you want and all that stuff. But today, I made the post for tomorrow, so on Tuesday, the post is going to come out. Right now, I have like kind of like an X or 3 different pieces of tape on my hip. So back in the day when I was at New York Sports Club and I was like really sick with my Crohn's disease, stress, I was 118 pounds, soaking wet. I was super, super lean, but you know, I was probably as lean as I am now, but super skinny. And I suffered from really bad bursitis, like having to demonstrate moves and walk around. And at that time, I was training clients back to back. So I was working from 5 in the morning until 11 o'clock. I would get in my workout, shower. I would drive over to the company that certified me, and I would work for them because I loved that company. ECITS, you should contact them if you're in New York. Best personal training school. Months of personal training. I truly believe there are too many personal training certifications out there that do not have enough classes. NASM I also have, and it is one of the most respected ones, and they do have a weekend workshop that you can do. I don't know if they have anything more than that, but I do know that they have videos, and I believe I'm like hands-on. But ECITS I got first, and then I got NASM because the company did require it, even though they did recognize the others. Whatever. The point is that I worked in the middle of the day for them, and then I would go back and train clients from 4 to 8. And on some nights, I would stop training clients so I could take my dance class with Clay, who was, I miss him, and I miss my dance class. But I would take that 2 to 3 times a week. Nothing stood in that way, just like nothing right now stands in the way of my cardio in the morning. No, back then I wasn't doing fasted cardio in the morning. I was doing it after my workout. So whatever. But since I'm getting leaner, and I'm still, Coach made no changes. I can't remember if I filled you guys in. Coach made no changes. He says, yes, I did. I was like super hyper, in a good mood that day. So it's not really about that. It's just about the fact that it's like just bothering me a little bit. But I was mentally stronger. It bothered me yesterday during legs. It specifically bothered me during my drop set on leg press. I guess the pressure on my hip, it totally didn't bother me on squats. And I squat, oh my God, I can't fast math right now, but a 45, a 25, and another 5. So that's 45, 30, 225 minus 30, so like 195 maybe. I don't know, I can't math. But I did, and it felt good during squats. It was leg press that it bothered me, and that's because there was like 500 something pounds. I did it with 6 plates yesterday, so I did go a little lighter. So I do say push, but then I also say be smart. But then everything else that I did, and then this morning, like when I got home yesterday, I taped it. And then I kept the tape on all day. I didn't have to reapply any tape. And then today, like, I remember putting the baby to bed and going up the stairs, it bothered me. But then this morning, it didn't feel as bad as it did last night. I didn't take anything. Like, I really want to try not to take any Advil. So, like, the KT tape, I truly believe it's got, like, magic gnomes in it. And they, like, are massaging whatever it is. So I feel it a little bit. But that's what I have my goal. And whether I'm 11 days, well, today, 12 days out from my show, or whether it's just Tuesday, and let's just say it was 6 months ago when I wasn't prepping for a show, I still would have done it. So I truly believe in being, one of my famous quotes is, be mentally stronger than what you physically feel. So I have a goal. I had my goal. My goal is that I'm going to do cardio this morning, and I was going to do it no matter what. Nothing was going to hold me back from doing that. So, I also, and I want to make this comment, I've heard before, whether it's from clients or not, I was just too tired to do this, or I was just too tired to do that, or I'm always so tired. So I always say that it's the way that you think of it. You have to think in the back of your mind, I am more tired of not being where I need to be than physically tired. And the more you push yourself, the more you train your body to not give into it. Like with me, where I said, it's like, if I was sick, I would keep pushing through, because I'm telling my body, I don't have time to be sick. You just got to keep going. So, quick little update on that. Today is back, so I really only have to do a little bit of bending over when I do my T-bar rows and stuff like that. And maybe my deadlifts. Hopefully it doesn't aggravate me for my deadlifts, my full deadlifts. But we'll see. So either way, I'm going to do it. You know it. So that's it for this video. I don't know if I'm going to end it here or what, but we're getting closer and closer. Okay, got to go in the studio. Got my bag. I am ready. I got my water, and that is it.